Hi y'all, welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be showing you guys how to get a super long lasting, glowy, gorgeous makeup. So let's just hop right in. I'm starting with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter all over the face after I've primed. Did my normal primer. I will list all of the products down below. I just feel like my primer definitely gets really repetitive. And the Halo Glow Filter is there to add a tiny bit of coverage, but a ton of glow. And then I'm just putting some of the Wet n Wild tinted moisturizer on top of that, and that is also like a light to medium coverage but extremely glowy. So this is going to be a nice perfect look for summer. I like to use a beauty sponge, but if you prefer a brush, that is completely fine. The beauty sponge will add a little bit more glow and moisture to the face, but all of these products alone have a lot of glow, so if you prefer a brush, it's not a big deal. And then I'm going to use my normal NYX Fix-It Stick corrector and the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer, and then add some contour and bronzing with the Morphe 2 bronzing stick. And to add a little bit more glow, I'm going to use the Halo Glow Filter in more of a bronzy shade. I'll put, like I said, all of the products, but I'll also put the shade names down below as well if you are close in complexion to me. Look how glowy that bronzer is. I love to use the Halo filter from e.l.f. in this bronzy shade as a glowy bronzer when I want to be extra dewy, especially in the summer. Actually, for me in the winter too, sometimes that winter just gets so bleak and my skin just starts not looking too hot. I love to fake it with a glowy product like this. So this is really a look that you can use all year round. If you like to be glowy, you'll like this look. So I let that concealer sit while I blend out all that bronzer, and now I'm going to be blending that out, and then we'll go in with some blush as well. I'm not usually a brush girl for concealer, but I just got this new set of Morphe brushes that all have this nice angle to them. And this little tiny one is actually so nice for concealer. I'm not really used to it. I end up going over it a tiny bit with my sponge just to like make myself feel better. But this brush was really nice for the concealer. Since we're all about that glow, I'm going to add even more with a pearly luminizing stick. This one is the Watermelon Jelly Pop one that is new from e.l.f. It is absolutely gorgeous. It literally looks like wet skin. I love this more on a no makeup day. I do like it with a full face like I'm doing today though. It works for both scenarios. I just prefer it more on a no makeup day, if that makes sense. And now I'm going in with the Morphe 2 blush. Why did I blank on that? No idea. I'm going to use the e.l.f. liquid blush brush and start pouncing that in. I was also trying out this new blush trend of the sunburn blush technique. So I chose this color specifically because it kind of has that sunburn look, but also the placement. I'm going to, of course, put this all over the cheeks, but I'm also going to end up hitting the bridge of the nose and the top of the forehead. And it was actually shocking me how much this looked like I was just red and hot and sunburned, because this is like truly the color that I will turn when I get red and hot and sunburned, like out at the lake. It was like freaking me out a little bit, but I do kind of like this sunburn trend, especially across the nose. I'm not sure I love it on the forehead, but I do really like it, and I like that sunburn blush color for sure. I love that. So then I'm going to set the liquid steps that I just did with some setting spray. I'm using the Revolution Sport Fix. The setting spray throughout this is going to be a major key in the longevity of this makeup look. And now I'm just going to powder a teeny tiny bit, not as much as I normally do. I did powder a little bit under the eyes with the Wet n Wild loose powder like I always do, and now I'm using the Essence 16-Hour Powder Foundation to lightly dust the face. As you can see, you can still see glow, you can still see color. It just helps a little bit with the longevity to give it a nice little powder set, but just do it nice and lightly, nothing too crazy. Then using my new Morphe multitasking palettes, like a bronzer blush highlight palette. You guys know I'm absolutely obsessed with these type of palettes, and I just did that big makeup haul, and I got these brushes from Morphe, the bronzer and blush, and then also this powder palette. And the blush actually matches the liquid or cream blush that we used earlier so perfectly. I'll show you guys, but I'm just going to start with a little bit of that bronzer, start bronzing up the face, basically just reinforcing everything that we did with the creams, with powder. Again, this helps a ton with longevity, and it also helps just with the blending and making everything look as perfect as possible. This is glam after all. It's a more natural glam, more glowy glam, but it is glam, so make sure you're going in light layers of everything to make it not look cakey and keep it nice and smooth, but definitely give it that lasting power. I will say that the highlight, both of the highlights in this Morphe palette do have a little bit of glitteriness to them. It's not a big chunky glitter or anything that you can feel on the face. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and that glittery look doesn't bother me at all. But if it bothers you, that's just something you want to know going in. If you're gonna like order online and you can't see it in person, the highlights are a bit glittery. So it is what it is. Like I said, I don't mind. I still think that they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put this all over the face, all over the high points, but just something to be aware of. And then the blush and bronzers in this palette have more of a natural skin-like finish. They're not completely matte, but they're also not really glowy, at least not in the shade that I got. And then as you can see right here, that Morphe cream blush that we used earlier is like a perfect match for one of the blushes in this powder palette. I obviously did that on purpose. I just couldn't believe how close I got them ordering online. I was super amazed. And then the other blush is just a little bit more of a peachy color. So I'm just gonna go in and blush everything up. And I love this brush. I mean, I love all the brushes from this Morphe set. They're so soft and so user-friendly. Absolutely love it. So I'm just going to go in with some of that blush. I always like to do bronzer, highlight, and then blush because I feel like the blush just blends everything together really seamlessly and really beautifully. So that's totally up to you how you like to do it, but that is why I like to do my blush last. And I'm also just a very blushy girl. So that's the other reason I really ended up loving this sunburn kind of technique. I just love a ton of blush, so I just had to really pack it on there. After all those powder steps, I'm going to be using a setting spray again. I'm using the Sport Fix from Revolution. And if this isn't glowy enough for you, we can pump it up even more. I'm going to use the Happy blush from Rare Beauty. These are super, super glowy. I love this Happy shade. It's very, very pink. And I need this in so many different colors. This blush is just so beautiful, so glowy. And then I'm also going to pump up that glow a little bit using the technique that I kind of did during my Sabrina Carpenter makeup recreation, which is using this Hourglass ambient lighting powder all under the eyes. I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer here on the lids of my eyes, just so my eyes can stop looking like little holes in my face. I feel like my eyes just disappear if I don't have a little bit of color on them. But to really amp up that glow on the face and the cheek area, I'm like re-obsessed with the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. I know they were popular for a while and they just fallen out of favor just because there's always new stuff on the market. But oh my gosh, putting this all on the under eye, like the under eye triangle onto the apples of the cheeks is just so gorgeous and beautiful on the face. These powders are so lovely. They add the best glow and they don't really accentuate any texture or pores, I find. I love it so much. And this glow, oh my gosh, it's perfect. So I'm going to be putting that all over the face and then setting one last time with that setting spray. And then I'm just going to throw on some brows and some mascara. And I ended up just using that Morphe lip and cheek color. It's actually, I've been calling it a cream blush, but it's actually a lip and cheek color. So I'm just going to put some lip liner a little bit around my lips to give them a little bit more definition, and then hit it with that Morphe lip and cheek color that I've been using throughout this video so that the whole look is monochromatic and super glowy and beautiful. I mean, just look at that glow. The light doesn't lie. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. And I'm going to show you guys at the end in natural daylight, of course, like I always do. So I'm just going to finish off the rest of the face, and that is this gorgeous glowy makeup. And of course, I couldn't do a glowy look without an e.l.f. lip oil. I'm absolutely obsessed with these. And I got the new Watermelon Glow Jelly Pop one from their little re-release and expansion. And I absolutely adore this lip oil. It's so beautiful. This is how the look looks in natural daylight. No filters or anything. This is just standing right in front of a window. I love the glow. I love the color, and I hope you guys do too. If there's anything else y'all want to see, let me know down below. Again, I'll list all of the products in the description bar along with my Instagram, my TikTok, and my other YouTube channel if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.